to talk about my lock anniversary. It has been 3 years, and that was March of this year, late March. So I have been meaning to create this video when I initially got my locks. Don't judge me. The reason why I decided to get Sisterlocs is one, I've always loved braids, and also it's to get up and go for me. It's to always having vacation hair. It's taking a bonnet off and not having to do a thing with my hair unless I want to do something like curl it or add braids or plaits in so that I could get the crinkle look, or like I said, wearing it as is. Also, not having to have to put a lot of product in my hair. So far, I only put like spray water in my hair when I feel like it's looking dry, or shampoo in it. So I only have to shampoo it when it looks like it needs to be shampooed. Initially, when I was getting my locks retied, I was only able to have my hair washed when I went to the salon. My Loctitioner would not allow me to shampoo my hair, and I used to pick on her about that all the time, about, you don't shampoo your hair, we shampoo your hair. But I get it when you're initially getting your hair locked and they're wanting to make sure that your hair is locking the way it's supposed to, and checking the maintenance of your hair, make sure that the locks are locking the way they should. They don't want you to do too much to your hair. It is very important to make sure that you talk to your loctician to ask what you can do to your hair when you first get your hair locked. So the responsibility at the time was that I can spray mist my hair. I could not wet my hair, but I could mist my hair only. So whenever I would roll my hair up with the satin rollers, I could only mist it and then roll it. So, or she will let you know that she was not pleased with you washing your hair. Because for some reason I did do that and I got in trouble. But I love the fact that, she took that kind of responsibility over the locks, and she takes that much pride in what she does. So I appreciate that. I got my hair locked at Lucky You in the University area of Charlotte, North Carolina. And my loctitioner was Tika. She is a co-owner at Lucky You. So hey Tika, thank you. And my locks look good, girl. There are 3 levels of loctitioners that work in her company. There is the beginners, the intermediate, and the expert. She is considered an expert. I chose her to do my hair because I wanted my initial install completed by an expert. So how much did it cost? My initial install was $1,800. And it was worth every penny. So I had saved up for it. This is an investment. And I know I wanted something that I wanted to look right. So I chose her. Based on her pricing, it was based off the inches at that time. It could have changed, but it was based off the inches. And some of my hair was 12 inches long, and some of it was shorter. So we decided to go with the shortest inches. So she cut the rest of my hair to match the rest of my hair, which was 7 inches. I believe that was the shortest length that I had at the time. And so based off the length, that's how much the charge was. So based off of 7 inches of hair at that time, it was $1,800. Pricing can differ. That was 3 years ago. So she did an awesome job and I appreciate it. I'm gonna give you a close-up of how beautiful these locks are. So like I said, it's a vacation hair for me. I love to travel. I love the fact that I can go somewhere and don't have to worry about my hair. I love the fact that I can run errands and don't have to worry about my hair. I wear a satin bonnet when I go to bed. But whenever I do curl it, and I will do a tutorial on that, when I curl it with the satin rollers, I only mist it with some water. When she finished doing my locks, I had over 500 locks. So I believe it was around 511 locks. That was pretty good. We was excited about that. And my size is small, medium. So I have small, medium locks. It could be different sizes. My loctitioner told me that was small, medium, and then medium, large. So I chose small, medium. So in the front, you can tell these are smaller locks, and in the back they're a little bit bigger than what's in the front, but not much bigger. So I love it. I love it. I love it. And now I do my own reties. So I attended YouTube University and I taught myself how to do my own reties. My loctitioner asked me to allow her to do the maintenance for 2 years before I started doing it myself, because she wanted to make sure that it was locking the way it needed to, maturing. So before I started trying to do it myself. And that's what I did. So last year, around March, I decided to go ahead and start doing my own maintenance for my hair. I do recommend to follow the 4 to 6 weeks routine. Anything longer than that, they can start matting together and you lose your parting. So I have tried my best to keep my parting as best as I could. So I completed my maintenance, I believe, Thursday this week. So I retied my hair. That's why I waited to do the video, because even though my anniversary was in March, I was like, I'm not getting on here, and my locks were not, done. So I did redo it myself. I am very proud of myself. I used a tool that I got from Amazon. I will link that below so you can see what the tool looks like, that I used. Also, if you are in the Charlotte area, I will also put Tika's information in my description so that you can contact her as well. If you're in a different state, you can basically have someone else do the maintenance, but sometimes you just want that expert. And by you seeing my hair, you can decide, okay, well, I might want her, Tika, to do the install, because you see what it looks. You see the product. You see what she's capable of doing. So I love my hair. The investment was great. Like I said, 3 years ago was $1,800. Prices do increase. She could have increased it and she may not have, but you may want to contact her to see what the pricing is. She will want to do a consultation, and that's when she can let you know about the pricing. She did also tell me about the micro locks. So micro locks are cheaper. You can get the same interlocking locks, but you will not have the Sisterlock pattern. So she basically let me know that it is cheaper to get micro locks. And like I said, you can have the same technique as far as the interlocking, for as the locks, but you will not have the Sisterlock pattern. It is patent. That's why it costs a little bit more, because it is a patent. And it is a certain way that the parts have to line up. So those parts were lining up when she first did it. Also, I'm going to add pictures. Now I have some pictures, so you'll see what the pictures look like. Now she is going to get on me for this one, but she knows I tell everybody when I first got them done that I look like a plucked chicken. Now, I did not look like one, but it's just the fact that you can see those parts. So you'll see what I'm talking about when you see the pictures. But the reason why I tell people that is because I don't want you to think that when you go get your install that it's going to look like this. No, it has to bud. So they have budded, if that's what it So I think I'm saying it right. If I am saying it wrong, my Sisterlock fam, put in the comments. But so when you first get them, they will be tiny, but they do, as they get mature, as they mature, they will get bigger. And so that's why I chose the small to medium. But when I first got it, I was like, oh my God. But I knew that because I had looked at other channels before I made that decision. But it's the best decision that I made. Like I said, it's the vacation hair. It's the always vacation hair. It's the only having to use water and shampoo in my hair when needed. It is not having to buy any hair products. So I gave all my hair products to my sister because I didn't need them anymore. If you are doing your own reties, I would suggest that you put it on a calendar because that's what I do. I add to the calendar when I started and when I completed. Now, I give myself a 3-day max because I'm not going to sit there and do my reties all day long. So it's like whenever I'm sitting and watching television, I just go ahead and I started off. And lately it's been like 3 days. It could have been 2, but it was like, okay, I'm tired. I don't want to do anymore. So, but you know, that's the benefit of saving money for your maintenance once your hair has matured. So, my maintenance initially was $140, then it went to $160, and then after they saw the thickness of my hair, it went up to $200. When it became $200, I decided, I was like, okay, I need to learn how to do this myself. It is now 2 years, and I am going to learn how to do this myself. And so I'm saving money. So even though initially it is a cost, but it is great that for those who may go to the salon and getting their hair done at the salon, their natural hair, you know how much that costs for its maintenance all the time. So the initial, or people who like to wear wigs, you know how much wigs cost, you know, when you purchasing wigs. So to me, I feel like the initial investment was a lot, but now that I'm doing it myself, it was a great investment at the beginning. I may go to a loctician again, but right now when I feel like I can just do it myself and save some money. So again, because you know your girl likes to go on vacations. So that money, that's the budget to me. Okay, so if I save money over here, I can spend it over here. So yeah, I'm finding ways that I'm gonna save some money so I can go on vacations. Yeah. So yeah. So again, saving money. This is the front. This is the side. So hopefully I was able to show you the back of my hair so you can see how long it is. But yeah, I just completed it and I decided that I braided my hair last night so that I could have some crinkles in my hair. And plus it helps with, you know, your hair not getting so thick down here. So that's why after I washed my hair, I braided it. So, you know, because sometimes you see people locks and it's very like puffy at the ends. So braiding it helps with that. It's also recommended that when you first, when she allows you, when your loctician allows you to wash your hair, to basically braid it in sections all the way to the end and then wash your hair. Once it matures, you don't really have to do that. But, you know, when they give you permission to wash your hair. Yeah, I'm serious. I got in trouble. So I was like, okay, I will not do that again. So yeah, it was funny to me. She wasn't nasty about it or anything, but she let me know that I shouldn't have washed my hair. I loved it. That means she really cares about what she's doing. So I loved it. So, but anywho, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I plan to have more discussions about my Sisterlocs because I'm always stopped by people asking me about my Sisterlocs or may see comments and other social media posts about my Sisterlocs. So I was like, you know what? I should have started it when I initially got it, but it's never too late. So, but again, I'm going to add the pictures to show you my initial install. If you have any questions, please feel free to add them in the comments. And so I will try to answer them as best as I can based off of what I know. If I don't know it, I will make sure to let you know that I don't know, because I don't want to give you information and it may not be correct. I'm gonna give you information based off of what I know personally. And also it'll help me with making some content for Sisterlocs, about my Sisterlocs, based off the questions that y'all asked. All right, y'all have a blessed day. And thank you for tuning in on my update on my Sisterlocs that took 3 years to actually make. I'm getting on myself, y'all. I should have did better. But anyway, I did take pictures, so I will add those. So, but again, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.